I'm going to warn you right now, I'm about to show you a video from Worcester, Massachusetts, and it is frankly disturbing. It's from an ICE raid that happened yesterday, but I really want to encourage you to watch it because I think that we have an obligation to bear witness to what is happening. And then after I show you the clip, I would like to come back and talk about it. I look forward to the day when every one of those Gestapo motherfuckers faces accountability for what they're doing now. That video was originally shown yesterday on Fox News Boston. There's additional footage that I can't show here from Telemundo that shows a 16-year-old girl who was eventually kidnapped. They're going to say arrested, kidnapped by ICE, having her face slammed into the ground by these law enforcement, a 16-year-old child. I'm going to read now from NBC News 10 in Boston's account of what happened. Worcester police and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents, that's the American Gestapo known as ICE, were seen on video detaining a mother and her teenage daughter whose face was slammed into the ground on Thursday in the Massachusetts city. Telemundo captured video of the chaotic scene on Eureka Terrace. It shows a large crowd forming around the ICE agents and officers as community members shout, "You're not supposed to work with ICE." There are local law enforcement agencies all over the country who have agreements with their communities that they will not cooperate with ICE. I am not sure if Worcester police are one of those, but let's keep reading. One person, whom neighbors said was a 16-year-old girl, momentarily escaped from Worcester police officers, who are then seen chasing and restraining her on the ground as she screams desperately. The series of events was no doubt disturbing, and the footage of a family being separated is harrowing, City Manager Eric Batista said in a statement. Worcester police were dispatched to the scene after several emergency calls for assistance. People from the community were calling, saying that ICE was kidnapping members of this family. I think 2 women, a 2-month-old girl, and a 16-year-old girl. The city manager goes on to say, unfortunately, 2 individuals were arrested after several attempts by WPD officers to de-escalate the chaotic situation, which included endangerment of an infant. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't see cops trying to de-escalate shit in that video we just watched. I don't know how slamming a 16-year-old child's face into the ground is de-escalating anything. I don't know how cooperating with ICE is de-escalating anything. Girl, her mother, another relative, and a newborn baby were about to get into a vehicle when they were intercepted, attacked by ICE agents, according to neighbors. The mother was also detained. ICE was waiting for her when the Brazilian native family left their home. I don't have anyone at home. They arrested my mom, my sister, and a 2-month-old baby, one family member told Telemundo. NBC 10 Boston and Telemundo have reached out to ICE for more information. For officer safety, we do not comment on ongoing operations, the agency said. I hope everybody who works for ICE is plagued by their conscience. I hope they don't sleep well at night ever. I hope they are haunted by the things that they have done. I don't know about you, but that video will haunt me for a long time, just bearing witness to it. None of this needs to be happening. None of this should be happening. News release from the Worcester Police Department says when officers arrived on the scene, the crowd was unruly and several people were putting their hands on federal agents. Why do you think that is? Why do you think members of this community were standing up for their neighbors who were being kidnapped by the American Gestapo? How fucking dare you, Worcester Police, frame the neighbors as being unruly, as if they were the ones wrong to put their hands on somebody. So according to this report, the woman that ICE was originally trying to kidnap was trying to get in touch with her attorney. When they spoke to that immigration lawyer, they were told that if she wasn't under arrest and there wasn't a warrant, she could go to the bathroom, and that's when federal agents started pulling her with the baby in her hand. Neighbors alerted Worcester police seeking support. They were asking the cops to stop these illegal actions to support the community against Trump and ICE's reign of terror. But the choice of the Worcester Police Department to support ICE in what was happening has outraged the community. This incident is just the latest ICE operation in Massachusetts. Recently, a 25-year-old Guatemalan man with no prior police or criminal record at all was kidnapped at a gas station in Farmington. And that was Monday of this week, according to NBC 10. Let's make it very clear. Trump's intention is to institute a reign of terror. His goal is to terrorize immigrants. That is a primary ambition of his. He's coming for new mothers with newborn babies. Don't be fooled into thinking that he's just after gang members and thugs. ICE is acting without warrants. They are kidnapping people out of their homes and off the streets in the United States of America. Please understand, they will not stop with young immigrant mothers with newborn babies. Trump is already illegally kidnapping American citizens and sending them to Central America, exiling from this country little children who are American citizens. He has already said he fully intends to violate the 8th Amendment rights of American citizens by shipping us off to torture prisons in places like El Salvador, Libya, Moldova. Not only does he want to disappear anybody he doesn't like, anybody he considers undesirable, anybody who disagrees with what he's doing, but he wants to make sure that the rest of the population is scared shitless that it could happen to them so that they won't stand up against the illegal things that he's doing, the illegal, immoral, unjust, horrific things that he's doing. He cannot be intimidated by this into sitting quietly by. We must bear witness. We must speak out. We must stop these injustices, these human rights violations. This is not the way that we should be living in America. I would like to leave you with a quote from Anne Frank. Terrible things are happening outside at any time of night and day. Poor helpless people are being dragged out of their homes. Anne Frank wrote that in her diary in January of 1943.